Well, actually, when we talk about resilience, we talk about the ability to bounce back and to continue delivering the services that we should deliver. So, aviation, we can say, and the system in Europe in particular, where I'm concerned with, has been reasonably resilient during this crisis. Now, we have a lot of lessons to learn because ultimately there are many points that we could have been prepared for in the past in order to reduce the impact of the crisis. Now, it's very important that resilience is taken into consideration because you never know when a new crisis will happen and what will be the extent of this crisis for the future. We have a human-centric system, and these effects of crisis do affect our system in general.
Is the single European sky working during times of turbulence and national protectionism, which was what we saw during the pandemic and its chaotic response?
Well, we will have a presentation tomorrow specifically addressing the issue with the single European sky. While the single European sky is, in our perspective, a great idea that should actually deliver, we have seen that in these circumstances, because of certain part of the single European sky, like the performance scheme, which is not fit for purpose during crisis, and we do not foresee that at the current status and the development of the single European sky, and especially the CES2 Plus as it's being proposed, is not fit for purpose to allow us this resilience and the stability of our system for the future. That's why IFATCA has published several papers to denounce certain points but to make proposals, and IFATCA is always ready to participate and to collaborate into definitely building a strong and robust single European sky that will deliver the benefits for all. We call it the CES3 already and not the CES2 Plus, which for us should be stopped.
What is the role of IFATCA in general, and where does Bulgaria stand as a partner?
Well, Bulgaria is one of our member association, and IFATCA stands behind all the controllers in Bulgaria and around the world. So they are an important piece of the mosaic, of the puzzle of our air traffic controller network. So IFATCA is there to support and defend not only the interests of the controllers, but to build the future based on technology and professional behaviors for the benefits of all. And I stress for the benefits of all. Of course, air traffic controllers are an important piece of this system, and they're actually the central piece of this system. But we are looking beyond the horizon, and we are trying to look at helping all partners to deliver what is expected. Because one of the important things at the end of the day is not only air traffic controller, but it's what the passenger feeling will be, the passenger experience will be. So if one piece of the chain does not deliver, then the passenger experience is bad, and it's bad for our industry as well.
Talking about the importance of the human factor, is there an end to the human resource shortage?
Oh, this is a very interesting question. You see, in 2018-2019, we had the biggest delay and the hardest crisis on delays. This is the consequence of decisions taken in 2008 to stop recruitment, to stop training. So in air traffic control, what happens is that decisions taken to stop the investment and stop the recruitment, you pay them 5 to 10 years later. IFATCA and others have continuously pushed for a continuous investment, even during crisis and even more during crisis, to use this as a momentum where the traffic is a bit lower, to invest, to train, and to develop new system. We see that with César, the deployment has not started. The deployment of the new technology is still not there, despite the fact that we had the possibility during the crisis to do certain things. And this is what we regret. No, the past is the past. We have to take our lessons, to learn from this and to go forward.
My last question is how sustainable the post-pandemic recovery is going to be, and is the looming energy crisis in Europe affecting?
Well, the energy crisis will have an effect for sure. I know from contacts I've had with the airline industry that they take a very prudent commercial perspective for next year, for instance, because the impact of the inflation and the energy crisis on the global society could impact the business, definitely. So we do hope, and as well, this is the topic of our presentation, that we will be able to change the manners and the way of thinking and of delivering when we come to crisis. We have to change our way of thinking. We have to think out of the box. We have to basically bring in the ideas of the climate constraints, and we have to see how to stop the negative effect of this performance scheme and the way the CES is being developed at the moment. This is the way forward for us, and we are working every day to deliver the messages so that we can have a much more resilient system in the future.